Okay, I'm sorry about that. I hope you haven't gone away. Good evening. I'm Father Tom Malionek, and I'm the Rector of St. Paul's Church in Kinderhook, New York. We are here for the daily office of evening prayer, and I thank you for being with us and being part of our virtual congregation this evening. It looks like all is well with my stream here, so again, thank you for being with me. I'm glad you have decided to join me this evening. This is the Church's prayer. It's not just individual prayers that happen to be said together. It is the prayer of the whole Church, and not just the whole Church gathered in this environment, but the whole Church, and nor the whole Church throughout the world, but the whole Church since forever and stretching forward to forever, since there was a Church to gather. This is the prayer of the whole people of God, and God is shaping and molding and forming us into that people, partly through the common prayer that we share in situations like this. But thank you for joining us. It is Tuesday of the first week after Epiphany, January 12th, and it is also the day in which we commemorate Saint Aelred of Rievaulx, a Cistercian monk, what we think of now as being the predecessor of the Trappists, and there is still, I believe, an order of Cistercians, and out there as well somewhere. They are monks in the Benedictine tradition, and his monastery was located in the north of England or the south of Scotland or somewhere in the borderland there, and he was an important contributor to the tradition of monastic life and to the Christian faith. He wrote very eloquently on friendship and on the beauty and the appropriateness of loving the people and things of this world in an appropriate way and to an appropriate extent, as part of the way that we live out our Christian faith. So we owe a lot to Saint Aelred and to the beauty of his prose. If you get a chance to read it, it's a wonderful thing. If you would like to join us in our prayers this evening, I do hope that you will. You're more than welcome to do so. You have a couple of choices. If you have a Book of Common Prayer available to you, then you could join us using that. We use Rite 1, the traditional language, from Advent through Holy Week. Again, that partly emphasizes our connectedness and our communion and our community with the people even of the 16th century who first put these beautiful prayers into the English language. That will be found in the prayer book beginning on page 63. And then you would also need to know that the Psalms appointed for this evening are Psalms 10 and 11, and they are found beginning on page 594 in the Book of Common Prayer. We'll say those together in succession. If you don't have a prayer book but you'd still like to join in, you can click on one of the links in the text